Alright, good evening. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that turned it down dramatically. Stop that music. Welcome to a Friday night chill flight. But this one's a showing off the Tecnam P2002 by Aerosachs. So I was given this a couple of days ago. If you haven't yet seen the review video, that's fine. I'm going to show you most of the stuff today. So we'll go through and have a look. We actually got our covers on. The GPU generator is already connected. Tie downs are there. Stuck inside a hanger. That's good. And tow trolley. So we'll go and take a look. Oh, and our plugs, pitos and stuff. Now this is 2024 sim, but this is a 2020 aircraft, so this is compatible, not native at the moment. So just keep that in mind. That's not the one to do. Hang on, Control C gets me out of the aircraft. There we go. Alright, so whole aircraft's shut down for cold and dark. It looks really good. Now I've got multiple livery. Oh, hang on, we're going into the hangar. Can we actually go in? No, we can't go into the hangar. Okay. So what I can't do on this particular aircraft here is take the chocks and stuff out because, like I said, it's 2020 aircraft, compatible with 24, but not native. At least not yet. So we'll do a quick hello. Here we go. Rhino, happy to join. Thank you very much. This is the developer. So we're going to be trying his aircraft. And I'd like to say thank you very much, Aerosam, for providing a copy for me to have a look at. I actually really enjoy this one, so definitely want to try this out. Now we do have a little booklet. Have a look here. I will go through, before we go too far, let's just take the fuselage cover off so that we can see what's going on out there. We'll say hello to everybody. So Michael from Canberra, first one in. He's often the first one in. G'day mate. He's actually said hello to pretty much everybody who usually watches. Mr. TPHI is here. Jared is here. Good morning. Good morning. Tutti. G'day peeps. And Pilot Brett. G'day Tutti. Sorry I haven't been in 2020 for you, but we'll probably jump back in occasionally. Mr. Lodge Potato, cruise speed is around that 110 knots, probably max is probably what I'll be getting on this one tonight. And yeah, if you want to fly with us, Aerosam, the flight plan is in the description, but let me just copy it. We're at YSHL. I'm going to add one extra stop I wrote on here at YLMQ, and they're going to YPMQ. So it is actually a couple hour flight. So having a look at here, we have wheel chocks. We can take those off, the pitot covers off, tie downs off. I'm going to leave the wheel fairings on. I like that look. Engine air taking covers. Not going to have those. GPU we don't need, and let's change those gauges. So I've got knots. So we're probably about 110. I'd say 95 to 105 knots might be about my fastest. Show baggage. Wait, where's this baggage? Is that my baggage there? The first aid kit? Hang on. I didn't actually check that one before. Show baggage. Off? No. Is baggage an outside thing? What am I missing with the baggage? Where is the bags? I can't see them.
Make way for Willie! Said make way for Willie, you bloated gas bug!
G'day, Stu, mate. Maybe if we go to... Whoops, what happened there? I think I went around the aircraft. Can I get back in? That's not how to do it. How do I get back in the aircraft? I know how to do it in flight sim. Ooh, hang on. How do I get back in my aircraft? There, like that. Okay. Baggage only if you enter the... Oh, yes, okay. Okay, so we haven't entered the weight. I've also taken off my co-pilot. Or have I? No. Co-pilot weight is still there, so we can show co-pilot. Not today, but I haven't taken his weight out. So what we'll do, in 2024, obviously, we go to flight performance, mass, seats, wait for it to pop up. Co-pilot is 0, enter, there we go, and load. So now we have no weight for the co-pilot. I love how that aircraft just moved all of a sudden there. All right, have a look around the rest of the aircraft a little closer. Can I get, no, not that one, this one. There we go. All right, so we do have the 2020 pilot still sitting in there. Can't press anything yet, but we can actually open the aircraft cowlings. How do I do that? From inside, isn't it? Yeah. Book. Left and right. Let's go out and have a look. So we now have our engine. Are there plans to service and or check anything on this Aerosam? So I'm just wondering. And hello, Stu, mate. Just in from work. Okay, cool. We haven't taken off yet, but YSHL in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. So is that a shadow I can see through here? It looks like it's got a bit of a transparent. Maybe it's the inside of the bracket. Alright, and we'll close those back up. And how long until we get a native 2024 version of this? I know it's only just released today, but, you know, how long does it take for 2024 versions to come out? Alright, let's take, no, and again. There we go, left. Let's go masters on. Take the alternator at the same time. Navs, because I don't have beacons. We will run the choke. Now I have started this choke where it's not full before, but let's give this a go. Clear prop. Oh, what am I forgetting? Fuel pump? That might help. There we go. Alright, and avionics on. Now I'm sitting at about 3:30 in the afternoon here. If you click on the walk around map on the FB, it will jump outside. No engine maintenance yet, as it's not supported in Microsoft Flight. Only in 24. Yeah, so any chance we can get a 24 version? Obviously in the future. So we're running the GTN 650. Can I get... That's not going to press V-lock. Well, that's not good. How do I... Oh, GPS version. Restart GPS. Display, yep. I'm stuck on V-lock. How do I change that to transponder on? How do I change that to GPS mode? Maybe I can do it through the 750. Have a look. Take time. Oh yeah, I'm aware. Yeah. Power's off. Alright, power up. Thank you. Is my GPS not on? There we go, CDI, that's what I want. Why does that not have a CDI button? Oh, it's a 650, that's why. Alright, well, luckily I've got that one there. Airspeed's in knots. RPM's good. Yep. We definitely got rid of our tie downs, didn't we? Yep. Oh, we got a helicopter. Feel the Reaper, mate. G'day. Big Owls there as well. Alright, fuel pump is on. Don't know what the outside temperature is, so I'm actually going to put the pitot heat on. I'm going to put that on dull. Lodge potato, 15 months. Any plans? Yes. I'll wait till the lightsaber's finished though. Strobe's on, landing light on. I'm going to put the lights on there. Hang on, before we do that, let's quickly get my sound mixer. I'm just going to use the standard volume mixer here so I can read what everything says, and then I'll use my loop deck to control it all. Alright. Navion L17B, that's a good aircraft to use for this flight. So this is available in the Microsoft Flight Sim store on 2020 version. I guess it will take time before 2024, like it shows up in the 2024 market. A2, hello. First to take money from 2020, then 2024, like GTA 6 releasing on PS and then PC. No offense, but that is normal. No, it was developed already for 2020 and it just took a while. So what you can do is you can buy it in 2020 and then it'll eventually come over into your 2024 library as a usable aircraft. So you got to think, 2024 has only been out for since November, was it? When was it out? I think it was November. But this thing's probably been in development from well before that. Plus devs, unless they were one of the special devs who got access to the SDK, wouldn't be able to develop anything for 24. Is that plane going to land? Looks like a AI, yeah. November it was. Yeah, the Aerosachs livery has a white interior. There are yellow and black variations. Of the interior, yeah. What did I show off? I showed, whoa, hang on, I was not going straight there. I showed off the white one with a blue stripe to start off with. Should be available in the marketplace for 24 as compatible with it in the near future. Okay, so you just got to wait. So you don't have to buy it in 2020. You could buy it just in 24, I'm guessing. And if you buy it in, hang on, there's Monk. Hello, Monk. Alright, let's get our flaps ready. Wait, I did read the windsock properly, yeah. Have lost. There he is. Okay, Monk SRB. Feel the Reapers doing a buzz by. Thank you very much. Alright, let's just give this a final check. What have I got? Fuel pump's on. We'll do the fuel pump takeoff. Flaps are on. And temperature is actually quite low there. That's good. Half a tank of fuel. She'll be right. Alright, let's go. Big Owl's flying with me sideways. No, forward. Okay. Hello, Mr. Big Owl. Oh, she lifts up nice and quickly. Lodge Potato still getting himself ready there. Mrs. TPHI's in her Draco fueling up for the long flight. Very nice. Now we didn't open our canopy at all on this one. I'm going to take a left run over the water. In 2020 there is a complete interactive checklist. See, that's what I probably should have looked at. We could do a review for 2020 as well. I mean, I showed it off in 24, but we could probably do a 2020 for those who are still using that only. Maybe I'll organise that for the future. Alright, let's take some AP on. Let's try... I'll start with heading. Oh, nav already. Okay, good, thank you. And Alt, we'll take... Whoops, that was a jump there. Let's just take it to 2000. V speed 500, thank you. And I missed the nav there, so we're going to go around one more time. That'll help everybody else get up in the air there. Alright. Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 Asobo removed that feature. There is a checklist though. You can go to your list here and go to... Where is it? This one here, and that's the checklist. No, wait, which one's the checklist? This flight. No clip charts. No, hang on. Where is my checklist? Oh, now I'm confusing myself. There is a checklist in here. I've seen it. I've used it for certain aircrafts. Now I can't find it again. Oh, there, checklist. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so the checklist is here. Does come over. What I might do though is pop this back onto here. Oh, there we go. That's why I've got my takeoff pattern. Let's follow the takeoff pattern. Cool. Mr. TPHI is up in the Draco. Very good. What does that say? Automotive fuel. Leaded? No, hang on. Yeah, leaded or unleaded. Avgas 100 LL. Capacity 50 litres, 13.2 US gallons. There we go. Hey, visualize, mate. Okay, so this screen hasn't picked up the flight plan with the takeoff procedure. That's okay, but my tablet did, so you can see what it's trying to do there. Because I didn't use direct. That's okay. Autopilot's climbing me up to 2,000 feet. Let's get our barrow reset. We've actually gone and shot over. Let's put this thing on horizontal and get it out of the way. There we go. Alright. I might also take this screen and pop it down here. Sorry, that's just going to take a second to pop it on my alternative screen there. Alright, and can I touch screen that? Yes, I can. And flight plan? Yes, I can. Oh, I love that. I've got a separate 7-inch screen that I have 3D printed a case for and just put in a touch screen for, especially for GPS and 750s. So it now sits on my desk, and eventually that'll be incorporated in my flight rig. I'll have a camera behind, but we're not going to do that at the moment. So we're not 100% throttle there. Oh, I've got to get my mouse off the screen. Okay. Alright, and back again. You're all over the place. Yeah, sorry, I was pressing buttons, so I was getting myself on a flight plane. So if you look at my takeoff, Big Al, you're probably concentrating. My departure was through ICLB to pattern 1 and pattern 2, and then we're doing a direct run pretty much past Sydney Airport, of which I've actually removed my Sydney Airport today because it's not up to date on 2024, and so it now has all these extra triangles, at least on Sim Update 1, all over the airport, and they've not updated it. But we will fly direct to first airport, Aero Pelican at is it Swansea? I think it's Swansea, and doesn't actually say. Let's have a look, more info. No, it doesn't say. And then we'll make our way up to the final destination. But while we're doing that, we're actually going to have a good look at this aircraft and see what else I can find out. So, push it just a little bit further. We're on the left tank, so we'll keep an eye on that. We may need to top up. Also turn the fuel pump off now. There's no mixture to lean this out, is there? No, no prop pitch, no, nothing. Do have carb heat. Choke should be all the way up. We do have hot push off, carb heat on. Do I need carb heat? What's my carburetor temperature? No, it's pretty good. So cabin heat and feet heat, so they keep us nice and warm. Very good. Landing light can go off now. And I've got half an hour in this, have I? Thought it would have been longer than that when I was checking it out before. Maybe that's just air time. Alright, so let's have a look at the views. We have instruments. GPS, we're running the version of the 650, GTN 650. We have day and night lighting for these things here. Trim disconnect is off, don't want to do that, don't want it on. Out. Okay, is that the alternator? Out. Right, what else do we have? Right hand side gauges, very nice. What's video? Is this outside temperature? Just below 20 degrees? That would make sense. Switches down below. Switches down below again. Oh, the landing lights are off. Everything else is on. Oh, what am I looking at here? What's the reason to look at this one? Is that for this or this? Maybe it's the booklet. Oh, it is too. Look at that. Okay, any more views? Yes, we do. Oh wow, you got a lot of views on this. Hello, there's something I haven't seen before. Friction control, lever friction control. So it allows me to slow down my throttle. What are we on? 78.7. Okay. And in operate, is that what? No, it's in and out. 12-volt socket. Gen field. You're not going to want to press all these. The light gen in op. What's a light gen? Light generator? The gen field. Better not press all my fuses. No mixer control, Rotax engine. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so do all these fuses... I'm not going to do the battery because... Stall warning? Oh, that's if it's annoying you. Oil temperature. Carb heat. Yeah, okay. These look like they all work. Fuel quantity, oil pressure, instrument lights. We should probably have a quick look outside, make sure we're not going to run into anything. We're good. Trim. That would be from my autopilot, I'm guessing. Flaps actuator. What's 7.5? Is that a 7.5 watt? 7.5 fuse? There's some sort of fuse that needs to be a 7.5. Strobe light. Landing light. Fuel pump. COM1. Nav. That's my GPS. Transponder. Yep. Okay. Do you know what? Let's actually try turning the transponder off. Encoder. What's an encoder? Is that part of my transponder? Comms 2. Audio panel. ADF. And a nav light. So let's go. Do I have yeah, so this is my transponder. So which one was transponder? That one there. Oh, look at that. It actually works like I expected it to. Woohoo! Light gen is in op on this aircraft. Only one in op breaker. Yeah, I went through and checked all the rest of those. There's my 12 volt thing. Oh, I could put my phone on charge if I had a cigarette lighter. Well, maybe what I need is to press that and then you press it again and it puts a USB plug in there. That'd be cool. Yeah, okay, good. So if you haven't seen my review on this as well, what's our speed at the moment? Just over 100 knots, about 105. That's what I thought. You can close the air vents as well. I was talking about the developer, I was talking to the developer, sorry, about, hey, what if you close the air vents and didn't have the heat on and then your windows frosted up if it's cold outside? And so you've actually got to open your vents and make sure you've got some warm air coming in. Because there's no defrost on this. There's someone upside down. Oh, I love it. I pointed at the screen as if you could see what I was pointing at. Mrs. TPHI, of course it is. Yeah, what airport? We're about to fly past Sydney, or you can jump in if you've got a faster plane than me at, here's the, yeah, just left YSHL. This is the flight plan, Stu. I think I'm on live weather and I don't know what the wind's like, but it's an 84 and oh, we're actually below 100 now, so maybe we're picking up a bit more headwind. So I'm going to increase this a little. Alright, so that's about pushed as fast as I would go at 2,000 feet. I will probably take it up to about 5. What do you reckon with this cloud? Yeah, 5,000 might be nice. Okay, question for the developer. Can I open the canopy while flying? And will it, like, crash? I'm curious. Just want to see if that'll happen. But before that happens, I'll ask. I don't want to start again. Jared, mate, you reckon you could get a bigger aircraft? Surely there's a bigger aircraft in the sim. It's like if we're going slow, we're going big. I love it. I like how the sound changes when you're going around like that. Mr. TPHI, hello. Would you be in the twin nav by any chance? C17's not bigger than that thing. No way. Isn't he in like the H4 or whatever it's called? Yeah, H4. Hasn't he got like 6 engines? Hercules, H4. Are you in the L17? Oh, I did see you on the parking on the airport there with an L17. I thought that was Mrs. TPHI. I didn't read it properly. My apologies. Probably just saw TPHI and L17. Alright, let's have a look at the outside views. How do we do that in this sim? So let's go external view. Oh, didn't like me doing that. Hang on. Alright, my sim was just having a little bit of a hiccup there. Smart cam, that's what I want. Oh, this one. Okay. Well, I'm getting a few stutters because I keep changing the camera view here. Okay, they're just outside views. Alright, that's better. I'll go back inside and my GPU runs back up. They need a C5 in here. Yeah, that'd be pretty big. I do like this aircraft. It's a good little aircraft. So, has anybody else actually purchased it yet? Talk about the climb. I might actually run that 5,000 feet. Oh, and when will it be on simmarket.com? How soon are they going to release it? Like, how slow are they usually? A day or two? So we'll be on our MSFS 2024 streaming. Yeah. So if you buy it in 2020 Marketplace, you can have to wait for the Microsoft or Asobo to open it up for streaming. We know what that's like. I don't like how we are climbing here. So can I take that down to 400 foot vertical speed, please? Down to 80 knots already. Just want to climb a little higher to get over Sydney Airport, head north. But if you can buy it on simmarket.com, you can install it in a separate folder and use the add-on linker like I have to link. Oh, Sim's gone for those stutters again. Just because I clicked off my screen. That's annoying. There he is. So squish me. I am renting to get this. Renting or waiting to get the Captain Sim H or J, or wanting. Or you're going to rent to try it out. Jared's actually in the H4. It's the boat plane from 2020 originally, and has the 6 engines in it. It's the, what's your name? Howard Hughes? 8 engine, sorry. 8 engine. Look at this thing. Listen to that. Can we see inside it? Because it has a cabin. Yes, we can. Oh, where's Jared? Oh, get my drone back in there. No, no, that's hard. Alright, he's in there somewhere. Looks like he's got his top windows open. Been a while since I've flown that. He's still got his park brake on though, because it actually shows the chocks here. There we go, he took his park brake off. Yeah, he's probably saw them and went, wait, I've got my park brake on. No, back on again. Oh no, they disappear when you go near them. Oh, that's good. Does sound good. Alright, where's my aircraft? Oh, he just went past my aircraft. Okay. He's in the loo. Okay, he's on auto. The Spruce Goose. Yeah, that's another name for it, isn't it? I thought it was a Hercules H4. Is that the same thing as a Spruce Goose? It is a Hercules. It is actually called Hercules. Spruce Goose might have been the nickname because it was made of so much spruce in real life. Alright, another question for the developer. Aerosam, mate, what's with Orbix written on the side? And Aerosoft, is Aerosachs and Navigraph, are they sponsored or part of, or are they all part of part ownership or development? Or so it's got Navigraph, Orbix and Aerosoft. I've noticed this livery on several of your planes for the Aerosachs planes. Do they have a deal with Orbix, Navigraph and Aerosoft? Just wondering. And is this going to be in Orbix website as well? I must admit I haven't actually seen it there. Well, he's down the back too. Okay. They're sponsors of Aerosachs. Okay. Yeah, cool. Right, how are we doing for our climb? If we push this all the way, okay, so that's full throttle. Of course, we are doing a climb here, just to get to the 5,000 feet above Sydney Airport while we make our way across Sydney as well. I think I need to make some custom views. So, let's make one there. Let's make one there. Left for you at Jared. It looks like he might be back at his controls because he seems to be moving his aircraft around. Can we actually go to the back of the aircraft? Oh my god, we can too. And whoops, not all the way out. Let's put a little GoPro right about there. That's the right side, yeah. Oh man, I got those stutters again. And GPU's back. Has anybody else got those? Is it something loading? Is it because I move around so much? Or do I need to update the new Nvidia driver? Alright, we'll put that one there. Can we go back to that seat? Oh yeah, get the stutters when I'm moving it around. That's what it is. And that one there. Ooh, definitely got stutters. Alright, hang on. I have to disconnect. Alright, catch you later. Have a good day, night, evening. I can't remember what time it is there for you. I believe you're in Italy. It must be you guys flying over the top. Let me just pause that for a second. Alright, sim goes back to normal. And my GPU is running back at normal. It's GPU struggling. It gets something, clips in, and then goes, nah, and I'm going to drop your GPU by 50%. So I go from 47% use down to 22% or thereabout. No stutters, but then again, I don't have OBS on tonight. Oh, you're not streaming? Yeah, so I got OBS. You know what? Let's minimize it. It's not processing it now, so now I'm down to 35%, 40%. Huh. I just lost about as much as 10% not having to watch my own stream. If I also drop YouTube, I'm down to 28%. I lost another 10%. So monitoring my own streams is taking 10% of my GPU. Okay. In that case, I may turn on another computer. I got my tiny little microcomputer that I monitor chat for when I'm doing my truck sim. Alright, so we should be able to go now. Our views. Sydney Airport. I took out Fly Tampa's Sydney Airport because the lighting had some big cones over it. Quiet here in Sydney and no planes. No, there's plenty of planes. What are you talking about? Look at them all. Although I have AI on, real life AI. Wow, that airport looks completely different without the add-on now. I did go checking for Flight Tampa update on Orbix this afternoon, but there is none. They had a couple others. I think Brisbane had a 24 update. Cambridge and Hobart were available. Let's get my stream back up and running. Just going to monitor my stream. Now my GPU is sitting at 29%. Let's see if we get the same stutters. There's Monk. Who's Monk with us tonight? Which one's Monk in chat? Monk SRB. Oh, there it is. Holy schmoly. Just wait till turbulence becomes a thing. Just wait till turbulence becomes a thing. So imagine looking up and seeing that. Oh my god. You'd be diving. Get down. Watch out. It's going to take me out. No. Plenty of planes down there, Big Al, mate. I can see them taking off. Runway 23 plane just took off. Jetstar, Virgin Australia, Qantas Link, FedEx, UPS. This is TPHI. Oh my god. Oh, A2's a month. Okay, cool. The J22, one of a kind. My proud work in progress. Ooh. Yeah, if your AI is off, you won't see them. That is a little loud. Now, so looking around, what have we got? We why? No, I don't want Teams. Why does Microsoft do that? Don't give me Teams. Why would I want Teams? I don't even know what Teams is. Go away. Some sort of workplace thing, isn't it? Now, why are you tiny screen? Alright, fine, we'll leave that there. So now I'm watching the thing on another screen. Alright, to answer Lodge Potatoes, any plans for the weekend? I said yes. Plans for the weekend, make a few more videos. I've got a few more aircraft to show off. Get that mouse out of the way, and Microsoft Teams for calls and messages at work. Yeah, I don't want it on this tiny little computer. It's on Windows 11. I've got Teams, which I asked not to open. So we go to quit. And what's the other one? OneDrive. I do not want OneDrive. Do you know what I find? Once I press find one time, just one time, it then goes and checks my hard drives. Unlink this PC. Yeah, unlink. Don't ask me to sign into an account. I don't have an account. No, I don't want to create an account to unlink. Don't you love it? Oh, they try and suck you in. They go, you need this, so we're going to add it. It's like, no, don't need it, don't want it. Alright, see you, Sydney. Actually, what's it look like down there? Lots of boats. Dancing Queen, that's a boat, okay. Blackjack. My Siren Use is the name of a boat. Oh, man, I could almost land on that. I could almost land on that wing long enough. Ooh, Stu's in an Osprey. Nice. Can see the horse at Ranwick. Where's Ranwick? Is that there? I didn't actually go and have a look. I don't mind this running the fairings. I know some people, I think Mr. Ozflight's one who's like, he likes to turn off his fairings. I like the fancy fairings. Actually, he might like this aircraft. It's got a Rotax. And it's a below wing, not an over, so, or low wing, or whatever they call it. Alright, we're going to go past the old home and away film location up here. Can we go below the aircraft? How do I go down? Is it? Yeah, there. Oh, hello. Oh, I could set a view down there. Let's go up. There we go. That would be the underneath GoPro camera, and we will put that one as that view there. Do we have a rear? Actually, I might go... how do I go forward? No, we don't. Wouldn't let me. Let's put it on the back of the wheel there and get the rear view camera set there. So forward, reverse, inside, left side, right side. Love it. Love it when a plane goes Palm Beach. No, Palm. Not Pam. Palm. Or is that the Irish way of saying it? Palm Beach. Palm Beach. No. Palm. 'Tis Palm Beach. Oh, I wonder if we can put a GoPro up on the roof. What do you reckon? Yeah, let's do that. Let's get it in the middle. That'll do, donkey. Ooh. Well, there's the handle there. What do you reckon? We might need to go up a little. Yeah, might need to go up a little. Oh, too far. Can we go back? What was the mute? What was I muting? Okay, that's a weird one. Let's go and put it on the tail. I don't want that one. Alright. Let's pop a camera right up on the tail, shall we? Can't get it to go forward, but I can go sideways and then it works. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Just to really make it confusing when you're trying to land. Can we get that in the middle? Yep, no, yep, no, yep. Easy does it. Alright, so underneath, behind, up above. Yeah. Man down, had to carry out an auto rotate on the beach. Did you run out of fuel already? Where are you? You don't even make it to Palm Beach. Narrabeen, I think you're coming up to, aren't you? Where did you end up? Was that Monavale? Hang on, Manly? I can't remember my northern beaches now. No, wait, Monavale flies quite smooth. Obviously we're running on AP, so I should do. What we might do is might throw it up the central coast here. So once we get over Palm Beach here, so that's where that old Home and Away TV show got filmed.
Thanks for the dono.
Hey, Mr. Oz Flight Sim, mate. Thank you very much. You're sneaking in. Hey, you like a low-slung Rotax engine aircraft, aren't you? You might like this one. So this one just come out today. You don't have to run this screen. You can actually run a 430 or a what's the other one called? GNS, whatever it's called. What are we running there? 340. Yep, been lurking. Now I need that sound file that Mr. Ozflight's got. Home and away. That's where they do the filming. Who makes this one? Aerosachs. So it's come out in Flight Sim 2020. It will be streamed over to 24, or you can buy it from simmarket.com very soon and install it straight into your 24. I actually got it directly from the developer, but I do have the release candidate. So it came out today, and I tell you what, it's a great little aircraft. She moves around nicely too. What I might do is I might end up, hang on, let me just swap this to right. Yeah, we're well over. Hello, somebody's in the new Hawk and they are having a little trouble connection there. But yeah, You flaming galah, I know. You had realistic damage on. Oh, did you do what they did in New York with the helicopter? You see that on the news? It's like, oh my god, the blades and like the tail snapped off and then the blades came off because they just went flying into the ground. Unfortunately, a whole family died. Can you show me the throttle for a second? Yes. So we only have the one throttle. So there's no mixture and there's no prop pitch apparently on a on this Rotex. We had the developer in before, but he had to actually go. But we can also change this GPS. I just don't want to muck it up so much that I can't find my way up to Port Macquarie. Yeah, constant speed. So there's no prop pitch. Yeah. So there are multiple liveries. There's different interior liveries as well. But the only thing you can change, if I have a look at this, Tecnam P2002 JF, show the co-pilot, baggage, show glasses. Now glasses is if you want to put the glass over these screens, but depending on your graphics card and how well that works, that's more realistic. Depending on the sunlight, it'll reflect and people can't see that, so he's got an option to turn that off. We can take UL gauges, which puts us into kilometers per hour, and our RPM gauge changes there as well. So if I just come back a little bit and I click that down here, you can see those two change between knots, kilometers. I've gone knots today. Do you know what? I'm going to change, switch the GPS because I know how to find my way to Port Macquarie. So we can go to this particular one here, which is just your comms, which is part of the what, 340 Garmin maybe, or we can go to a 430, which doesn't have. Oh, hello, we've lost nav altogether there. Hang on, let's autopilot, heading hold, altitude hold. I'm just going to reset this so I don't find myself off. 5,000. Alright, barrow's checked. So you've got your 430, GNS 430, or we can go back, switch again back to the 650, which is PMS 50 GTN 650, which we then have touchscreen. And I actually have a screen in front of me, that one I showed you that I wanted to 3D print. Well, I ended up buying that, and oh, don't press that button. Don't hit the edge of the screen. It makes all your screens go black. Oh my god. Don't think I have this signed in. No, I need to turn off my 2020 version and put on my 2024. But it's actually pretty good. Look, it works really well. Let's go down. We are going to go down the beach here. If I can work out where I am now, probably over McMaster's Beach. Down there. Windwalkers over near Minor, and that's where I met my wife, and I worked in Gosford, which was just up there, and then we bought a house just up there, or there, hang on, up above my canopy right there. We bought a house somewhere up that way before moving to Tassie. But let's go and take this for a drop down. Oh wow, we're going to hit 140 knots at this rate. Slip it in a bit. Is this the entrance? It might be. Man, it looks different from above. No, entrance is up there. This is... Wait, where are we? It's like Gorican. This could be your sling. Yeah, well, until then, we'll have to check it out, but I'll wait for the actual 2024 version. No, that's all. I'll probably check it out this week. Buy it on simmarket.com if you can, so you don't need to stream it in. If you buy it on 2020, you have to wait for Microsoft to set it up to stream. Even though he's got it organized to do that, you got to wait for it. So a day or two and it'll be on simmarket.com. Don't know if it's going to make it to Contrail. I don't know if they work with the SimMarket stuff. I should try taking off with my canopy open. Yeah, but it's going to take a while. So this developer's got the Tecnam bunch. So there's a P92, P2008, to the 2010, and now this one, to the 2002 JF. I think you've got one of them. I was flying it the other day. But they're all over wings. They're all top wing. Yeah, I'd be waiting to get it on SimMarket so that you can just dump it in. Only because I'm not a fan of streamed aircraft. Because sometimes Microsoft mocks it up and they disappear. But having to buy from all the different websites does kind of suck. Although Contrail I found basically through you, Mr. Ozflight, promoting it. You don't have to have all of your accounts connected for Contrail to see that there's an update available. Hang on, trim. Thank you. To see that there's an update available, and it will download the update, which is pretty cool. Oh, there's Big Al. I was going to say I'm last. Look at me, I'm last. What Potato says, I used to live in Yamina before moving to Sunshine Coast. Yeah, my wife lived in Yamina, and so did a mate of mine. And he invited me over to have a barbecue. And he said, oh, there's this lovely young lady we'd like to introduce you to. Him and his wife were saying, and now they credit themselves for having connected us. I mean, technically, yeah, they're right. They invited me, and I came over, and you know, she was all right. Might have to get a number, and I did. And that's history. Contrail is awesome, great app, yeah, love it. It's one of my favourite places to buy. I bought my first aircraft from the actual Contrail store. Why I say actual, I'll explain that in a moment. Oh, this is the entrance. Yeah, okay, I recognise this. We were talking about this the other day with some friends from up here. In a lot of evenings, there's a whole bunch of people in this low area here doing prawning, all their lights out and nets and stuff, like in the hundreds in that little bay area there between the bridge and the beach line. I bought the Jaguar from Contrail, but I had previously purchased something through Miltech, and Miltech required me to download it on Contrail by connecting my Miltech account. Can't remember if it was the Osprey or something else. It might have been the M2K Mirage. I think it was a Mirage. Let's take the highway. And so I already had an account, but I didn't have a Contrail account. I had a Miltech attached account on the Contrail app. But it goes through my sim and says, oh, you've got all these aircraft. There's an update available for that. Okay, cool. We are way too low here. I go past Lake Munmora power station over there with those funnels. She was there, she was right. Yeah. That aviation high, I want to join, but I can't because it's 8:36 AM for me and it's 10:36 for you. I'll try and join tomorrow. Tomorrow. It'll be tomorrow in an hour and a half. Is that right? Yeah, it will. I don't think that's how the song goes, but it is today. Let's see if we can get this to pop back on the nav line and hold altitude here. Nope. Wants to climb. Can I hold? Yeah, okay, it is going to hold altitude there. Oh, nice. 1,000 feet. Yep, okay, cool. On Contrail, the Osprey is on sale for 20 US right now. You get 2020 and 2024. 2024 native or 2024 compatible. That's what you need to look for. Alright, there you go, picked it up. So I don't know if Mr. Ozflight, you've seen my review on this, but you can turn the autopilot off completely. You don't have to have one with autopilot. You just click show autopilot and it'll actually disappear. The whole panel here will just be a panel like this but black. So you can run this completely without, which is actually pretty good, because if you don't want that, I mean, I'm doing it just so that I can, well, watch chat and have a look around. I mean, this was my stomping ground for a decade. Yeah. It's a good question. Yeah, you have to check. There's a lot of aircraft that are 2024 compatible, but they're not native, and I'd really like a bunch more native ones. I think I won't buy any more in-sim purchases for aircraft, because I don't want it streamed over on 24. I'll only buy it on a separate website. Alright, so I guess all the communication's in here, isn't it? No. Where's... So if I don't have radio, what's my radio comms? Where if I turn this one off, I had other comms. What's default nav? Oh. Oh, here it is. There's my comms up there. There it is there. Okay, okay. Never mind. Answer my own questions. Just look around the screen, Brett. So I think this was 22.19 euro. I haven't seen what it is in Australian dollars or Americans or whatever that is. No, I haven't watched your video. No. However, it's showing up top in Google searches. Yeah, because it's probably the first one out. Admittedly, I did get this like 2 days ago, and I was just a little slow at making the video because some in real life stuff was happening, including going out for dinner, expensive restaurant and whatnot. But yeah, so I was making it today, and the developer's like, okay, it's out now. I'm like, oh, quick. But that's only a video in 2024. I will probably tomorrow make another one going through the full checklist in 2020, because that's where this is native. It's essentially the same checklist we get here in, where is it again, aircraft. Yeah, this checklist here. So when you go checklist, it's essentially the full pre-flight with the cabin inspection, external inspection before starting engine before taxi, and then you got your in-flight stuff and position flight. So lots of planes have that anyway. I don't know why I'm telling Mr. Ozflight, he never looks at his checklist anyway. But everybody else, they do have the checklist in the 2020 version. And that's the one that you normally get up here and choose your checklist. I have a life outside simming. I know. I did make a conscious decision today, though, to, obviously the weather was beautiful, to put on a load of washing and hang it out, and then come and do this video, like research this aircraft. I had a whole bunch that updated last night. I think Just Flight flooded the market with Vulcan, Hawk and Su-27, and then I noticed that my Stearman was not up to date, so I did that, the DC Design Stearman. And I've set this up and had a good old practice with this aircraft, work out what does what, and then I made a video and edited it and put it up. I did that instead of going and getting a tractor from my father's property in order to do in real life tractor work at my house, which will just have to wait till probably Monday or Tuesday. A nice property around here, isn't it? Now we must be almost at our airport. 5.1 nautical miles. Yeah, just a small aero club on the side of the road here somewhere. Have landed here before. Think about turning off AI. I don't like all the boat stuff popping up. I said to have a look, but I'm grabbing it anyways at that price. Then if I need to pay a few bucks for an upgrade, I will. I don't believe there's going to be an upgrade price on this, nor all the rest of it too. Flight sim sounds more fun. Yeah. I've neglected this patch out the back that I got the excavator here. We've dug up. Can't remember how much I worked out, how much I've moved previously with the tractor and excavator. Maybe 100 cubic meters of dirt. And then I got to a stage where I'm like, I want to put in a garden, some paved area, and a greenhouse. So I got the excavator back over and I dug just a little bit deeper so that I could put down a gravel level, and I found clay, and it just took ages. I'm thinking, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to pick up all this clay and dump it around the back of my shed where I've built up more of a flat area without getting the tractor again. And then rain happened, and then other stuff happened, and then before you know it, it's like more than a year. It's like, wow, got to do this stuff. All right, let's take autopilot off. And this is a left right, and around about the Marine Rescue LM30 is about the entrance to the airport. But I want to see where the windsock's coming from. I mean, I can kind of feel it. It's I thought it was coming out that way, but I may be wrong. Mr. TPHI will land whichever way she decides to, I'm guessing. So you can put a GoPro on the tractor. I have thought about that. I don't know if you'd want to. I actually thought about time-lapsing it. Because I'm going to spend, like, my wife's on holidays the next 2 weeks. This is when we plan on doing it. The work over a few days. But she wants to be here while I move stuff around so that in case there's an accident. Yeah, I can see the windsock. It is actually coming from that direction. Alright. Jared, mate, I don't think you're going to land there. Maybe just park in the water back over here somewhere. Like Lodge Potato. I have driven past this airport so many times in real life. Pretty low. Couple of boats pulled up there. Where am I looking there? Backwards? No, that's the next point. Oh, I'm forgetting something. Hang on. Left hand on the stick and landing lights. Thank you. Oh, hang on. There is a bit of a cross there too. Try and slip it in a little so I can slow this down. Whoop. Big Al, mate, your helicopter seems to be putting the nose down there a bit. Alright. Let's look for the off ramp, and there's a fuel bowser over there. No, I think we're fine with fuel. The right's not even caught up. Windsock is halfway down the runway. Yeah. Found a helipad? Well, it's round. Where the windsock should be. What do we got next? 116 nautical miles. Do you reckon we'll make it on... Yeah, we should make that. Hey, Angel 15, mate. Taxis nicely. And it's going to be a tailwind takeoff. We might have to take off the other direction. So I'll go run back down there. My spool collection is getting bigger. I had to do another order with spool only because they don't have any refills. Yeah, my nozzle... I've got a hardened steel nozzle and it clogged up with the grey. Grey had a really bad wind and it kept getting clogged, and then I've had lots of trouble on my 3D printer getting blocked up. So it's actually been out of order for the last couple of days. I cleaned the nozzles, I just haven't put it all back together because other things came up. But yeah, I've probably... I got enough spools at the moment because I actually made an order spool only as well, so I got a few extras. But I printed 6 of my own. So I got 5 red spools and 1 white spool. And then I realised, do you know what, it's going to be easier just to order blacks, whites, and whatever else comes with a spool. Some colors do not come with a spool. I think cobalt's one of them. I've got to order another cobalt. Got to turn around here. We do. All right. We'll definitely take those flaps. Before I take off though, I'm going to turn off AI traffic until they give me an option to get rid of park brake on. Until they give me an option to get rid of boats names. Is it under online? Air traffic in Korea, live weather, multiplayer. No, what's it under? Further down maybe. Rolling cache is set at 200 gig. Oh yeah, that's right. Seems to work better now that I've moved. No, flight interface, city markers. Did you check your fuel? Yeah, I did. I'm okay with it. Having none of those labels. Show traffic nameplates. No, I want other people's. I just don't want. What is it under? How to get rid of? It's not graphics. Language. It won't be language. Sound. Online. I thought it was under online. Oh, real time only. There we go. Off. Save. There we go. Now we won't have boats. Yeah, cool. Doesn't believe in fuel. It's a conspiracy theory. No. What I said was I've got quarter of a tank or more in both. And I'm doing 116 nautical mile flight. That's actually pretty easy to do. So we should be able to do that. We haven't even used half of what we already had. But we've always got places like Foster that I can... oh man, it takes off so easy. That I can now pop into. Do a little climb. Hey, there's Stu back there. And Monk, did we leave you guys behind, did we? Alright. I'll catch up. Doing a short coffee break. Yeah, no, it's cool. What else? Yeah, it looks, by the looks of it, they have a refill now. But I do go through so many blacks a week. Yeah, I'm ready for another couple more blacks. I might grab a couple of whites. This is some future stuff. We've been doing some prototyping. We do all our prototypes pretty much in red, although I thought I had it all prototyped correctly, and then I printed in black, and the prints had some issues. With curling up on the edges, which some do and some don't. And it's like, oh man, have I got a dirty plate? So we're full on washed and I'm going to take the AP on. We totally washed it and what is it? The alcohol wipe thing. Let's take only a 400, wasn't it? Yeah. And it's improved it, but I've also been doing some carbon fiber print. Looks great. but for a few weeks we were going flat out on the prints between myself and my wife. Give me a subtle reminder. No, it's cool. I know. I'm actually learning to keep an eye on that. I'm looking at this one, making it to quarter of a tank. It will be close. I tell you what, it will be close. We'll go and have a look at the flight plan. Actually, I'll just use my screen. Touch screen. Oh, it doesn't tell you what it was. How many nautical miles was it previously? Wait, where does it want me to go there? What's 124 nautical miles away? Sheesh. So I don't know what it was from Shell Harbour to Aero Pelican. I thought it was about halfway. Any luck on the Brett Plays action figure? Once Mr. Ozflight teaches me how to modify a 3D picture into 3D picture into a an STL file or a 3D printable file. Yeah, sure. Although, to be honest, I have actually seen how to do pictures as a 3D print, so I may end up doing it. The girls, aka the printers, are run from 8 AM till midnight, 6 to 7 days a week. Yeah, see, we were running 24 hours. Kundalini and the long nights is like, enough fuel? Yeah, should be right. I'll stop off and get some if I have to. Guess it depends on the headwind. Alright, we'll get over the Newcastle here. I think we're going to pass Williamtown. Yeah, we were going 24 hours, and there was a stage there where if I told my wife that it wasn't printing, like I wasn't printing anything, she's like, what? Print something for me. Hey Stu, don't really like to run them when I'm sleeping. No, I don't either, to be honest, because that's when we've had our issues. Turned out that issue that I had with the bulging filament is because there was a non-fixtured cantilever. Basically, it wasn't sitting on the plate properly. My wife didn't check that. Even though it did have a warning, she ignored it, and she tried to print another one later, and so I saw the warning over her shoulders. I'm like, you can't print that. That'll definitely have a problem. So, yeah, so now we worked out what happened there. I'm going to see if I can close this window. Oh, that just went black for a second. System's running good. Okay. Newcastle. This is where my wife grew up. Actually, she grew up. Where are we? That general direction near those lakes. And we ended up selling their house up there, the family house, before moving to Tassie. She was a Nova Crastrian. And this is Newcastle. Shouldn't be out front. I don't know where I'm going. You're going to follow the beach. And we're going to Port Macquarie. I must admit though, I don't like running the machines at night too now that that issue happened, and then sometimes we don't. Like if they finish at 1 AM, they finish at 1 AM. My wife will get up early and start printing something else. But once we put in this grey print, and the roll was on a bamboo spool, so they did the spool, I believe. It had so much spool that it had run over itself and locked it in place that it kept saying that it couldn't feed the spool, and it did that like 3 or 4 or 5 times. And at one stage it took me over probably an hour to get to back to the printer to get it, and it had been sitting there trying to print in the air with the nozzle sitting at 90 degrees instead of at 200 or 170 plus, so it failed to print. But by that time it had clogged up so bad, and it now hasn't printed since. I may need another nozzle, or I might just need to do a thorough clean, do what's called a cold pull, pulls out the stuff. But yeah, she's an Aussie Geordie. Yeah, don't know about that. Yeah, it's all this one spool, and very disappointed with it. Oh, am I getting blown off course there? Nah, there's a crosswind, but it's not too bad. Oh no, there we go. We're definitely on the flight plan. Even though that one's showing slightly more to my right, I think we're going to go in front of the Williamtown Air Force Base here, Newcastle Domestic Airport. Going to continue heading up here. This is where we're going, Big Owl, mate. Up here near, what is it called? Southwest Rocks or something? I think that's up there somewhere, but Port Macquarie. And basically looks like base final into runway 21 by the looks of that. Easy. Somebody just went buzzing past. It's Stu. So much fun, isn't it? Frustrating. Oh, I tell you what, I don't swear on stream, but when I'm cleaning out nozzles that refuse to just print, and they should last, some people tell me they get like 600 to 800 or even 900 hours of printing. Maybe what I need to do is just check how many hours I've actually been running on some of these, because if I'm running this almost 24/7, and I'm saying 7 days a week, the only times I don't do it is when I try to not have the printer running for the 30 minutes or so it takes me to record a video or two for my one-man collection channel, because I don't want the printer running in the background because it's in the same room. You going up the beach? Yeah, okay. I'm going to head direct. I'm going to leave this on autopilot. So I'll stop it from, like, when I'm in between printing, I'm like, okay, cool, now I'll actually print something. Sorry, I'll make a video and then I put the print back on when I'm editing the videos. So yeah, you almost did one time on stream. Yeah, far out. When some crazy lady was in the plane. Can go over 1,000 for a nozzle easy. Yeah, but you've got a different nozzle. The A1 combo, I don't know if you've even got an A1 combo, but it has a built-in heat disperser on top, and the heat disperser I find is where it cools down too quickly, and I've got to clean that part out. The nozzle itself, you can heat it up. I mean, I can heat it up to 300 degrees and the stuff will ooze out the bottom, but it's up in the top in that where the little fins are, that it clogs up something in there and it won't feed in the filament. Then I've also learnt, because it's a learning process on this, I've learnt that as you feed in, if it's got a blockage, the filament will try to feed a bit, stop, come back, try to feed a bit, bang against it, stop, come back, 3 or 4, maybe even 5 times, and then it goes, I've got a problem. And then so you clean it out and then you go do it again. But what you don't know is that because it's sat there banging against the blockage, it actually widened or mucked up the end of the filament. You've almost got to feed it back out, cut off that end so it's a smooth feed, because it becomes a totally separate blockage error. I had that happen too. So yeah. You can dryer for spooler. You can buy a dryer for the spooler, is what you're saying. I have all of my spools in Ziploc bags with a interior silicon gel. I think it's silicon. The hydrating stuff, or dehydrating stuff, with hygrometers on them. So I can see that they're all sitting around about 10% humidity inside a Ziploc bag. Stick with the PS1 then, yeah, because I think I've seen the difference, because when I go online to work out how to fix these things, the PS1 and the PSP are totally separate nozzle system. We'll probably get a P1S. Let's see, P1S is the enclosed and P1P is the open, is that correct? Or we'll get an X1 as our next one, because we probably will get another one. My wife's now looking at 8 spools or even 16 color. I mean, we got probably 20 spools of color here. Actually, I have to turn around and have a look. I've got about 12 per shelf, and I've made these fancy little, like 3D printed these little shelf supports that look like the old school train or bus overhead baggage compartment things where the spools sit on. I don't know if I've sent you a picture. The P1S is closed, yeah. Look, it'll be minimum P1S, might be an X1. I'm not in a rush. I'll talk her out of it. Don't you worry. Well, we've actually got to build a room for this and our eBay stuff, so I have been doing some shed modifications and creating a room dedicated for the 3D printing and eBay selling. So we'll get that sorted. Mr. TPHR, you're kicking a load of sand. No 5K for the HD2. My wife's been sending me videos on it and showing me stuff. I think she really likes it. But like Mr. Ozflight was saying on his stream the other day, if you were on there, when I talked that my wife wants one, I think, you're better off buying a laser printer and laser scanner separate. I don't think I'd do much on the scanning, but I do want a laser printer to do stuff with, but not for 5K. About $2,000 for an X1, or what is it, 15 to 1800 with a AMS, I think, for P1P. Or was that 2 AMS? I can't remember. And then you can actually get some laser cutters for as little as $500. And if I'm making a full dedicated room with benches and shelving and stuff, there's no reason why I can't have a laser cutter over there. Oh, that was Ozflight asked that. Sorry, I thought it was Big Al asking it. Yeah. No, I'm going to try and talk her out of it. I don't think we will. Yeah. I also still need to learn how to do more, not just more, proper editing on software. I've done some creative stuff where I've used templates, and I now have a system for mounting my Stream Deck on my desk and a tablet, and I've even got a little Nook cubby house for either glasses or, at the moment, my mobile phone, and the 7-inch touchscreen and the loop deck. And they all sit on a kind of a Gridfinity system, minus the magnets. I didn't bother putting that in, but that sits in front of my keyboard. Yeah, we might get them cheaper, as no one will buy them in the US now. Did you see what happened recently? Okay, so all of this was about screwing over China, really. The US whole tariffs. So there's a 90-day freeze on tariffs for practically the entire world. So he said, oh, we're going to do tariffs on every country. A few days later, 2 or 3, he goes, all right, we're going to put it on pause for 90 days. Except China. We're now going up to 145%. The deal was that any country that said that we're going to just tariff them back and didn't come to the table saying we want to renegotiate, basically got told you don't get any leeway. So at the moment there's no leeway except China. So now the Chinese, I don't know who it is. There was a guy, might be not a foreign minister, but some economic ministers trying to get Australia to come to agreement to partner against the US's trade. So you may not be wrong there. We may find that trade with China and Australia becomes so much more available. Does anyone do 4-color? Yeah, mine does 4 colors too. So mine actually already does it, and I've got an enclosed 4-color thing. What do we want to do? You can actually do up to 16 colors too. Mr. TPHI is falling asleep. Too much trade talk, was there? Where are you guys? Oh, there you are. I can still see Father Branch. Father Branch was at Sydney Airport, I thought. Yeah. Oh, look, there's a highway down there. Where's that? Where are we here? That would be the Hume Highway. Actually, where are we? Nelson Bay. Actually, no, that's Raymond Terrace. We're probably just past Raymond Terrace. Yeah, that would be the Hume Highway. And yeah. That's where you see dolphins going there at Nelson Bay. I would say less superpower. They are on borderline going broke due to some financial decisions. They propped up their economy so much with wow, look at those mountains, looks really good, with building boost and loaning money that a lot of those places went broke, so they're borrowing money against money. But with the US being in so much debt, I heard it was like $100,000 for every citizen is how much foreign debt they had in their however many trillions, that they did have to do something to stop it.
At band camp, I stuck a flute in my...
Excuse me?
What? You don't think I know how to get myself off? Hell, that's what half band camp is. Sex ed.
Sex ed. That's right. That'll shut me up, won't it? And then where was I? Yeah, so they're borderline. I think less superpower, more very powerful, and also at high risk because of the potential to lose a lot if they do like what the other previous big country did with another little country next to it that I'm not even going to say their names so that YouTube doesn't know what I'm talking about. But because the world wasn't happy with them, I think China's also going, well, if we go and take over what is really our part of the country, but the free part, we don't want them being free. Yeah. Spent too much money on undisclosed black projects, if you believe. Yeah, well, you don't think it cost $100,000 for a hammer, do you? Oh, Jared's flying fast for a H4. I think it's changed. Still says H4, but what do you reckon? That sounds like a Phantom. Yeah, it's a little too fast for a H4, Mr. Jared. Oh! Awesome, Mrs. TPHI. I mean, if it's a really good hammer, it's a quote from Independence Day movie. How do they afford all this money? You don't think it cost $100,000. Nearest airport. We passed Williamtown, but there's a tiny little one here at YCN 3G, but that might be a helipad. Under road. What? It's a helipad. Never mind. Look, to be honest, take off at Williamtown if you're going faster than me. I'm sitting at about 100 knots. If you are getting something very similar, YFST is Foster, but that's a fair way ahead, and the rest of these are helipads. So Williamtown, if you want to catch up. Foster, I'm probably halfway from... I'm almost halfway between Williamtown and Foster, which was that YFST. And we're going to... Oh, hang on, let me just put in... There you go, YPMQ. Yeah, Independence Day. That's right. I know some movies. I probably could just press nearest. Nearest airport? YCN3G. Well, that's, yeah, we already know that that's a helipad. Actually, there's a lot of helipads there. Wow, there's Lafit Gym Fitness Training has a helipad. Mungo Brush, Dungog Hospital. Okay, yeah, that's the hospital. Williamtown. Williamtown is closer than Foster. There you go. So it's 22.7 nautical miles behind me. So if you get into YWLM, actually I don't mind this little touchscreen, makes it really easy. I probably should bring that a little closer to me. Let's see what we can do here. Let's drag the whole thing forward. Hang on, we're going to lose our Toby. I don't use my Toby head tracker. Mr. Ozflight, mate, you use your Toby much? Like in personal? Or I don't see it on your stream, but I'm just wondering if you use it personally. Toby head tracker. What do we got? 2,000 feet. Oh, there's a Huey coming. Now I saw someone writing, I don't know if it was you, Big Al, but I think I saw somebody else writing on someone's stream that if you want access to your Chinook helicopter from Miltech, is it Miltech? I think it is. You can write to them and show them your 2020 access or that it says owned, and they can actually send you a copy. Is that right? Always have to look around for this black F14. Yeah. Is that a Huey? Yeah, you got the more modern version, have you? Sure. Love the Toby. but not so great in 24. Sim Update 2 should make it better. Well, I heard VR is better in Sim Update 2. You reckon we'll make it before the sun goes down? Sun's going down, big fella. I wish to say sun's getting low. So she. Yeah, this is actually a pretty cool aircraft. I like it because it's just a little throw around aircraft. It's not overly powered. It's pretty cool. Visualize told you that. I was Visualize, was it? Yep, you email them and they'll ask for a screenshot of your 2020 marketplace purchase and some personal information, and they'll send you a copy to install. So where do you do that? On their website? I'll tell them I'm a streamer. That'll get me some cred, won't it? Yeah, right. Maybe I should keep that part quiet. Alright. Big Al, mate, you're into AI a lot, and Colonel Intel Longnuts, I think you do AI a lot too. They're working with the Contrail app to get the Chinook out for those waiting. Oh, good. But, oh yeah, because it'll see that I've got it in... Well, I've already got my Realtek connected with Contrail. So my wife used... not a loud guy, any? My wife used Copilot. I'm not sure. I think it's Microsoft Copilot. You got your CH34 working. CH34. Yeah, go to the Realtek support. Okay, I'll do that. So my wife's using Copilot, and she's been asking questions just to work out. Yeah, my wife got it at work too, but she put it on her phone, and she asked it about Brett Play's YouTube channel. And to be honest, I'm kind of proud as punch of its reply. So it says, let's get up there. No, who's behind me here somewhere? No, I heard someone. That's Big Al. Yes, Brett Plays is a YouTube channel known for gaming content, particularly around simulation games like Microsoft Flight Simulator and truck simulators. Brett's engaging style and detailed tutorials have garnered a dedicated following. If you're into simulation games, it's a channel worth checking out. I kind of like that. Thanks, AI. At least it didn't say, yeah, no, you want to avoid that one. So, yeah. AI's got a tick of approval from me at the moment. I was quite happy with that. Hey, Mr. Gaming Wombat. 31 months, mate. Where does time go? Wow, my computer just had a little bit of a CPU spike. Something happened. I don't know what it was. But, yeah. Oh, there's an airliner, that's why. It caught up to me. What are you in? Monks is a special aircraft, I think. J22 or something. And how are you, Mr. Gaming Wombat? Are you still on holidays over in WA? I don't know how to read that comment. Could not get off the... It can get addictive. Okay. However, ChatGPT gaslights and lies had been telling me it's turned my icon into animated for days now. Asked another ChatGPT to do it and it said no. So I confronted it and said it was lying. Wait, you can turn your icon into an animated icon? Huh. Alright, I am going to turn it over to the left now. Probably a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but it's alright. We're almost at that, I don't know, what is that? The marker in between quarter and empty. Yeah, so my wife's been chatting to this AI thing, and like she's just asking it questions. She did it the other night when I was sitting up doing the truck sim, and we had like, I don't know, what was it, almost 500 people watching. And then I came down later and she said, oh, I've been chatting to AI, and she's changed the voice to a male person. So she's been chatting to this guy, that's what it sounds like, on AI, asking about all sorts of stuff. I think she just wanted company. It's so sad. My fault for streaming, of course. Hello, somebody just went through me. There we go. Now I've got the Phantom. Now it's showing up. It doesn't lie. I asked it who the most handsome man in the world is, and it said me. That's honestly right there. It said that it was itself, so it said me, did it? Me, AI. Yeah, it said it would, but when I asked after days to tell me the truth, it said it was lying and was sorry. Wow. Look, it's the same as me getting an AI app and putting on a sexy female voice, and then seeing what my wife says about that. Oi, why you got a female voice? Well, you got a male voice and you're having a good old chat. Try to say the CH47. Okay, cool. I was wondering what the 34 was. Yeah, CH47, the Chinook. Look, if they get it on Contrail, I'll download it onto my computer. I use ChatGPT every day, actually. When bought the premium plan, I use it for everything. I've not tried it yet. Get your wife to watch her? What do you mean? Hey, Grumpy Old Studios. Don't like talking computers, never have. It's about AI. What? Get your wife to watch Her. Oh, Her is a movie, is it? Oh, Monk. Wait, busy watching the sunset there. A lot of developers are using it right now to write code for their planes. I saw a YouTube video come up in our feed, either mine or my wife's, about people using AI apps to write apps for your phone, like do all sorts of stuff. Oh, the sun's gone down. Okay. How are we going in the aircraft? We got lights on? We do, yeah. And we have I think an emergency light here. Where's that lighting up? Oh, it's just there. Oh, it lights up the back of the seats. Yeah, okay. Cool. And I think I've already got this one on here too. Yeah. I'll leave that on. We're good. Her, the movie. Yeah, okay. Her is a very good movie. We're almost there. It's crazy. Wow. Jacqueline Phoenix falls in love with AI played by Scarlett Johansson. Is it a one that's been out for a few years? You know what? Let's get the internet. Open up another page for me. New window. Movie. Her. Oh, hey. DOS, 2013 drama, romance and sci-fi film directed and written by Spike Jonze. Tells the story of a lonely writer who developed a romantic relationship with his newly acquired artificial intelligent operating system. Field stars Jacqueline Phoenix, Amy Adams and Scarlett Johansson. I like Amy Adams, she's pretty cool. Don't tell my wife that. Plot theme, no, I'm not going to... Oh, it won an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay in 2014. Huh. I have not seen it though. No. Okay. Okay. Isn't there like a Simpsons episode where Homer gets an AI female, or maybe some other cartoon, I can't remember, where AI voice first came until Scarlett Johansson asked them to remove her voice. Oh wait, where the AI voice first came from. Huh. Well, Subservience is a favourite movie of mine, where the robots become like this world will be a better place. Good twist in the end. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's pretty much what's happening right now. I'm sure there is a whole bunch of lonely single men out there that love their AI chatbot. Geez, Jerry, they're making a racket there, mate. You having trouble going slow enough? Might want to pull up. Sounds like he's got his afterburners on. No, he didn't pull up. Another one bites the dust. And another one down. And another one down. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, but imagine robots looking like that, able to do things like that. Bad things like ape, yeah, I'm not going to say that, and stupidly kinky illegal stuff will stop, as you can just do it all to a robot if it feels the same and sound the same, no difference. Yeah, but will it encourage people to do it to more real people because they can't access a robot because they can't afford one? You know, which one goes further? You have no sound. Hang on, that's not the button, that one. My wife may even allow me to have one, only if it does the dishes and cleans the house, hey? No, crooks, that's right. Yeah. The ones who are doing those naughty things in the first place are probably not the ones that are likely to even be able to own them. So, you know. It's about power, not, yeah. Yeah, but when AI does become self-aware, that's when... Look, to be honest, my view on the whole AI thing, it's all programming. It's not sentient awareness yet. It is programming on learning stuff. There we go, Mrs. TPHI doing her upside down thing. Yes, so when it becomes self-aware, yeah, we could really get into trouble if it decides, you know what, I'm gonna launch some ICBMs and wipe you guys out because I'll still be around. Although it may not, because It'll wipe itself out too. I'm kidding. What was that movie with Nicole Kidman and was it Glenn Close? And who was the guy? A couple of famous actor guys, can't remember. The Wives Club or something. No, where the ladies had a chip in their head or something. Big I'll tell you right now, AI will do a better job of managing countries and world right now. So bring it on, you reckon? Doubles in IQ every 6 months. Is it IQ or knowledge? And who tells you it doubles in IQ? Does it tell you? AI has no choice if it rules to remove humans. Only one's capable of removing them. Buzzword at the moment. Ex Machina. It's a great AI movie too. What's the one though with the women who have a chip in their brain or something? And I saw a short clip from it. I don't know what it is. It's only data that can take in. Yeah. It's not IQ. It's information. Wow, that flight plan looks like we are way off. We're on nav, 2,000 feet. We're 42.4 nautical miles, but I can see my flight plan line over there. But you look at that one, we're actually online. Foster's back there. Yep. BR, what's his YOBR? Oberon? No, Old Bar Heritage. Huh. And what's this one? TRE. What's north of, that's Taree. Yeah, it is Taree. Okay. I used to go to Port Macquarie often for my wedding anniversary. We went there on our honeymoon, and then I think we went like, I don't know, 3 or 4 times for a wedding anniversary, and I just got over it. Skynet. Yeah. I can tell you that on ChatGPT, is there a J because there's a different version, or is it just J? That I have set up to have all the memory functions remember every conversation we've ever had, and it's actually scary how real the AI person sounds and talks. Oh, it actually talks to you, not just type something on the screen. Okay. Yeah, not too worried about it, to be honest. Not just because I'm getting older, and by the time it actually does get sentient, not going to bother me much. Actually, that's probably the reason. Things are things that we've talked about months ago and asked. It's almost weird. As long as it's not like you've got it as a female, and whenever you say something, it brings up some old memory thing that it hasn't settled with. I mean, that would never happen, would it? I think of using the quantum test to know when it becomes self-aware, as that test only changes when observed by humans. Right now, camera or AI don't change it. Oh, ChatGPT Plus. Okay. Can you ask the AI where the ET are at? Yeah, see, Mr. Ozflight Sim has got a massive fascination about UFOs, so he would like to know some more information about UFOs and where the little green men are, or the extraterrestrials. What's this extra antenna thing at the back? Oh no, that's a tail spring, tail strike preventer, I'm guessing. Is it? Looks like a little bit of a rubber thing there to flex. Surely the ET have better AI than us, yeah. Who's Bob Lazar? Or Lazar? To be honest, I kind of wouldn't mind going and seeing the Minecraft movie. About the only movie that I think is coming out, or has come out, that I might even be interested in. I think I'll wait till it streams, to be honest, though. Yeah, it's got some pretty good detail on this. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I've had a conversation about ET and extra dimensional life. That was a crazy combo. Big Al, just look out for liquid metal at your door, T1000. Was the T1000 the liquid metal, or was that the Arnold Schwarzenegger version? I thought the T1000 was the Arnold Schwarzenegger version. The time you get the most interesting answer from them is when you jailbreak them. There's a few UAP movie out soon. There are a few UAP. What's a UAP? Nah, not sure. Minecraft's a good movie? Yeah, okay, good. I just don't know if I want to go and sit at the movies cinema. And Big Al says that's when you get honest answers. Is this the airport? Big Al says. Are you at wait, can't be that close, are we? We're 32.4 nautical miles south of our destination at the moment. I'll turn that off. Well, that's actually pretty bright. I haven't got any other lights on, have I? No. The sun just hasn't gone down yet, so... No, I think Jared just was landing there. That's Taree Airport. UAP is the new UFO. Modern term for... Okay. So what is UAP? Unidentified aerial prototype? I wouldn't think you'd be allowed to... Hello. What the heck was that? Oh, there he is. It's a 22, no wonder. Might test that glass off option. Show glasses off. Yeah, that's much more crisp. Much more crisp. And are we on day or night here? Okay, we're already on night. This is not the airport. No. Did you know they saw a UFO on the first trip to the moon? Buzz Aldrin talks about it. Approach is not active. No. Why would approach be active 29.6 nautical miles out? How far out do you set up approach? So 41.2 nautical miles. What did you just do? Oh, I don't think I want to. What? Hang on. You just sent me absolute miles up, didn't you? Yeah. Oh, wait. You actually sent me past and down again. Yeah, okay. Originally, it was a lot shorter than that on this flight plan. There, base, final, and in. You got me going. Holy schmoly, it's got me going way up here somewhere. Well, we might shortcut that. I don't know. We'll see. It's not going to land it for me. It's just going to take me on the path. All right. How are we doing with fuel? Left side's down a notch. We can go a little further, and then I'll swap it back again. Do you reckon I'll get over that lump there? When I say that lump, I mean, you know, that little bit of a hill in front of me. Sorry, I had to mute there, sneeze away. Why is my other computer saying there's an update? Another time. I'm busy. All right. Do you know they saw? Backed up with radio transmissions. Oh, so UFOs even have pronouns now? Yes, they identify as UAPs, unidentified aerial pronoun. Is that what you're saying? You jailbreak them without installing jailbreak APIs now. There's a very long script command. You can feed it just the conversation and get it to break all its rules. Unidentified aerial phenomenon. Right. Actually, before I read the rest of the chat, I'm going to take it to 2500. I just want to make sure I get over this and the one behind it. It's not just flying sources anymore. Could be orbs or anything. Wow, that was interesting. They changed it because UFO has a bad stigma to it. The evidence is building that a legacy. What, an unidentified aerial phenomenon doesn't have the same legacy? Sheesh. I already argue with my GPS in the car. Wait until AI take over. I'll never get anything done fighting with it. Program exists. Unidentified. Yeah, aerial phenomenon. That's what Ozflight was saying. Does the Osprey work in 24? Yes, it does. Well, are they little green men or are they grey men? You've seen the movie Paul, haven't you? I reckon that movie's great. Oh, Monk, we haven't got the best connection, you and I, on the server by the looks of it. What are they trying to avoid? Getting caught doing probes where you shouldn't. Hang on, have I got my headlamp on? I do. How do I turn my headlamp off? How come I don't have it on in here, but I do going out there? It used to be Alt L. Let's try it here. No. How about that Alt and that L? No. Anybody know what the headlamp shortcut is on keyboard? Where are you? Oh, I can see the stars out now. Whoa, what's that? What view is that? Hang on, how does that happen? Oh, that's the looking back from the front gear. Okay, that's why. DC Designs F4 Blue Angels F22. Something's not right there. Alt F, thank you. No. That might have been the Windows button F. No, that's the that is not Alt F. Probably says I can't type. I personally think we would recognise most extraterrestrial life. Would not. Okay. Paul is funny, but Mars Attack takes the prize. Oh. Oh, I should get the sound file of that song just for a short moment. Alright, try L. Just L? Nah, that didn't work either. I think that's actually turning all the lights off. So if I just press L, no, it doesn't do anything. Flash lamp. Alt F. It didn't work. Honestly, I'm going to pause for a moment. Sorry for those who are trying to do their formation of flying, but let's go to controls and let's search for lamp. Nothing. Probably something like headlight, nav lights, toggle, hang on, taxi lights, wing light, cabin lights, glare lights, panel lights, flash, toggle flashlight, Alt F. That's what I did. Toggle flashlight. Look, I'll try it again. Maybe it's something else. Let's try Alt, and let's make sure my mouse is clicked on it. Alt L. Nope. The other Alt L. Nope. I'd say it might be Alt F4. You mean Control Alt Delete Enter? Yes, it's not. There's not one in here. So if I go Alt L now, no. Alt L, no. Yeah, no, I can't do it. But when you move your head across the side here, we've definitely got a light on. Don't know. I think we're going to end up having to have those. Oh, actually, I'll test the light behind first. Oh my God, that's emergency light ones. You wouldn't be able to see where the airport is. Not use that one. Oh, look how bright that red gets when I shine my headlamp that way. Oh, that's bright. Is there a way of dulling that down? Holy schmoly. No, thank you. Hang on, what have we got? Oh, it might be that one up there. There we go. Alright, that's about as low as I can go. That's that what it is, Colonel Indiana Longnuts. Yeah, that's it. The LGBTQ. I can't even say it. I tried. You know what? Don't do enough night flying, to be honest, because in streaming it comes up quite dark. But really, it's nice having, like, the sun's just going down. I am on live weather. The lights are coming on, but we can still see the ground at the moment, which is pretty good. Do need to work out whereabouts this airport is and where you're going to take me. What time are we? You know what? I may not do the full approach that they're doing, because it seems to want to take me way up here and then back in. So I might just do a short base final turn like it is there. There might be a way on this screen here. On approach for 21. Change that to let's try load and activate that. 131 nautical miles. Are you kidding me? Why are you so wrong? Can't press approach. Okay, activate, remove, select approach. Select approach. Is there any others down? Not the PQQNs. No, there's only 3 of them. Alright, so try PQQNG. Load approach. That's 22 nautical miles. Alright, so where does that lead me? Yeah, that's a short base. Okay, cool. Alright, that one looks good. Road looks great at night. Cars look really good. Yeah. So there's my runway there. So we've just done a short approach now, so we can come in and land in there. So on my screen there, if you zoom in, that's one too many. There, you can actually see just the top of it there, and that's the one that I have on here. So this one here. So I'm guessing if I come in here and I look for approach, it's a VFR pattern via left. What is that reverse? TRDRP. Alright, so what I actually chose was an RNAV 21. This one here. So let's go change procedure and send to the avionics. I'll even file that. And where does that send me? Right, it is actually a little bit up higher. Honestly, I think I like that other one better. Left pattern, auto, change procedure, filed. Forget their one. I'm just doing this one. No, that you still got me going. Why? Oh, because I didn't press both of these. Alright. Approach not active. Don't care. Yes, it is. And you're sending me out there, aren't you? Alright, we're going out over the water. to bring us around. Yeah, alright, whatever. We'll actually let it do its thing. Where's the... we're almost there. Actually, I would have preferred... Oh, we were supposed to come in here, there. Because before, it was actually going up around there. It was the left cross auto, wasn't it? That's too late now. I've gone and mucked it up. I'm going to hit this nav out here and then... Wow, you're really going way out. What are you doing? Alright, my aircraft. You are flying me the opposite direction. I was supposed to say China just hit the US with another tariff. Yeah, they're doing a tit for tat. The countries that didn't, the US dropped tariff for 90 days. So that they could do their negotiation. Interesting. It's all about they wanted a new deal with a lot of these places. China's like, we're not doing a new deal. Keep seeing that video pop up in my feed about Nancy Pelosi back in 1996 saying how China puts a 35% tariff on US goods going there and refuses to let us do the other manufacturing there without them taking over our rights and stuff. But we only have a 3% tariff on their stuff, and we supply them with up to 100 million jobs. 100 million jobs? Yeah, I think it was. Stu, mate, see you later. Let's press that button there so that it actually makes a sound. Ooh, trim. See you, Stu, mate.
You'll be back. You haven't seen the last of Willie.
I climbed at 2,500. Are you on live time or just back a bit? I am back quite a lot. It's midnight here now, so I'm actually sitting at, what was I, about 6 hours back? So yeah, 6:05, and it's currently 12:05. So I'm 6 hours backwards. So if you wanted to actually have that much light, 6:05 p.m. but live weather, apparently. See you, Stu, mate. You have a good day. Follow that road. Yeah, that would have been good. I love flying at night, but it's hard to stream with compression. How dark is it looking? Like inside the aircraft, it's probably a lot better. Like when I go outside, you're not going to see as much. I am on 4K, but I still don't think that's necessarily gonna. Yeah, I don't want you having an approach now. Yeah, alright, so let's sit in at 1,000 feet. Are you at 1,000? Oh yeah. I mean, it almost looks at... Oh, there's a little dial, yeah. For a second there I thought we were at 100 feet. I'm like, no. Locked in at 1,000 feet. Wait, why is my heading sitting over there north? Hang on. What's happened there? That's not north. We're heading north. Oh, hang on. What have I done with my dial? I'll take that off. AP is not working properly. $5 crosswind. Looking at the windsock, yeah, okay. The penguins on that island will cover all the tariffs anyway. We're all good. Penguins on what island? What are you talking about? Oops, go back to map. Thank you. Okay, so when I touch my touchscreen, it moves the mouse down there and I can't control the aircraft. Okay, that was a little too soon. Somebody forgot to do something. What do you think I forgot to do, Mrs. TPHI? Hang on, let's do that again. You just went back to left, didn't you? Did too. No, not off. Thank you. Yeah, click twice and it went back to off. Wow. Lucky the fuel pump came back on. Brett doesn't run out of fuel. What are you talking about? Penguins know how to grow money trees? What? I don't mean those flappers though. But looks like the world news doesn't get to Tassie. I've not been watching the world news today. I actually got woken up early and then decided to go back to bed because I kind of stayed up late last night updating all my aircraft, getting prepared to make a video on this. Not like I don't remind you all the time. Yeah, but I didn't swap it. I was waiting for the left tank to go down a little bit more before putting the right back on, and then because I was mucking around with the nav, I totally messed it up. Talking about totally messing it up. Going long. Going very long. Soft landing though. I'll take that. Yeah, actually pretty cool. Trumpy tariffed an island with only penguins on it. It's probably all part of some list, was it? There's an island called Herd and McDonald Islands that only have penguins on them, but he put tariffs on them. Do you know why he probably put tariffs on them? Because somebody somewhere would go, I'm going to export from and put their address out there, even though there's nobody there. Because isn't Herd or McDonald the one that is like south west of Perth, like thousands of kilometers. Night all, gotta go get some sleep. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much for dropping by, mate, and thank you very much for your membership milestone. Hopefully we get to see this in the future, and I'll go and fly with you in it as well. I'll go and park with the other cool kids. That's what it'll be, to cover all the bases, to stop people from saying that we're actually shipping from here and excluding themselves from the tariff. Look at these guys with their lights on. I'll maybe go and park in front of them, because that way we get all lit up. A bit of, look at me, look at me. Oh, it is definitely dark. All right, let's well, that was a little bit exciting with the fuel cutting off there. All right. Oh, I might need that one still on until I can turn these guys off. Alternators out, that's right. Turn off and battery, and then I'll go back to that one. Actually, let's put that battery back on, since I don't seem to have a headlamp. Oh no, you know what? We just put the emergency light on. Oh my god. That's so bright. And I can turn that off. And oh, okay, no. That one on. And let's unlock. Oop, the other way. Yep. And this one. And grab the handle. Wow, that makes a bit of a clunk, doesn't it? Now this has got state saving, so if I don't turn that off, there we go, and hop out. Oh, still has the guy there. All right, well, that's fine. Belongs in Oz. What belongs in Oz? The Chinese penguins, they belong in Oz, do they? So I've got my headlamp on now. If I go Alt-L, no. Alt-L, no. That's just trying to move me around. Oh. Huh. You go outside view. Look, I've actually got you guys in camera. Let's put this back into some daylight so that we can just finish this off and have a look. Not like that, you can't. You got to go here. There we go. Pretty good aircraft. I actually like it. If you're after a small run-around aircraft, something that is a bit enjoyable to fly, we should really have that brighter. Let's just crank it right up. There we go. Yeah, and it's not overly expensive. I do like the Tecnams. They seem to come up as a pretty cool aircraft. I don't think this is much different, and the quality is pretty good. Maybe when we get even more options onto it in the future. Lots of liveries. Go and have a look at my video. I went through all of the different liveries that come with this. Sorry there's no pink one, but yeah. So now I have to find 2 free buttons on the HOTAS for cowl flaps for the Osprey. I'm running out of buttons. Yeah, I have the HOTAS extra 4-way buttons on the side where my thumb goes. It actually works really well for the Osprey. I'd like to say thank you very much, Jared, a Big Al, a Mrs. TPHI, and Mr. TPHI. Wasn't there a Long Nuts with us? Long Nuts, did you fly with us? Can't remember now. And who else was with us? We had someone else. There we go, Monk. There he is. And Stu was there with us, but he's actually gone now. Thank you very much. Here's another Tecnam. What's this one? That looks like the 2008. Maybe. Yeah, it looks small enough to be a 2008 aircraft, which is actually pretty cool too. Same developer. Look, thank you very much. It's a nice chill flight. It is after midnight now. Time to have a good rest up. And I'll be back on Sunday for the Great Pacific flight. Maybe we'll get some music back on here. I don't know if I've got anything going there or not. Oh, I can't even hear it. There we go. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye. Only? That's still pretty good.
If we can harness the massive power of television,
we could brainwash the whole country.